Hello guys, you're welcome to another interesting tutorial. My name is Yinky, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a long circle sketch without visible joining. So when you want to make a long circle sketch, as we all know that Ankara fabric does not have much length. The length is 45 inches, and if you want to make a long circle sketch, it starts from maybe like 40 inches upward. So I'll be showing you how to make one in this tutorial without a noticeable joining. So this is your Ankara fabric, or you can get any fabric of yours, then fold into two like so. So when you are folding into two, make sure you have the length of your skirt in mind plus 20 inches extra allowance. So if you have the length of your skirt in mind and the length of the skirt is 40, so that means plus 20 inches, you have 60 when you are folding into two, before you now fold like this, like bias, into four. Then after you have done that, you're going to use your tape measure to check if you are still on the right track. So I could not take this measurement on the table because the skirt is very long, so I needed to take it on the floor so as to be able to have my space. So I chalk the remaining allowance that is left after taking the skirt length. So here I'll be taking the circumference, the waist circumference, and I'm using a freehand method. I'll just cover up my tape measure and take the waist circumference like that before I cross check for the radius. So I have radius, like the radius is like 10.5. So for a circumference of 32 inches, a circumference of 32 to 34 inches is like 10.5 on my own case. So I just use my freehand method to just take something like a cone shape, then make sure that cone shape is the waist circumference, or you use your formula C equals to pi r. I have a video on that, how to use formula to calculate your circumference, so I'll drop the link in the description box. So after that, then take the length from the waist circumference, take the length of the skirt on a straight line, just use a ruler to mark it before you start taking the flare measurement. So fold it up for the one that does not make up like so. Fold it up like so and make sure it meets up, and the one you're folding up is for the one that does not reach the full measurement. So I will just trim it off here so that it will be convenient for me. So fold it up like so, and the one you fold up will be the one that will make up for the side that does not reach the skirt length. So just fold it up before you take the full circle length. So you're going to take the full circle length like so. If you are using a length in 42, you had your allowance of 2 inches, or any allowance that you prefer to use, maybe 1 inch or 1.5. So just take it. So I'm taking the circle length like so, so that I'll be able to trim off the excess. So as I'm taking this, I have input the side that does not reach. So I have input it already by folding up for the one that does not reach. So I'll just trim it off like so. I almost have my circle skirt. So, and this is the side I'm going to attach. So by the time I want to attach it, I'll just take this off and go and cut it on another fabric to be able to make up. So I'm going to use this side I'm cutting for the side, the skirt side, and the part that has the tape measure will be the front, so that the joining will be hidden, so that the front will not show any sign of joining. So this method will be okay when you want to slit the side, and but if you don't want to slit the side also, you can still use this method. You just input your zipper allowance. The zipper allowance will not, you won't slit the zipper allowance through. There is a way you can do this method that you won't slit the zipper allowance through. You can use any side. It is not compulsory that you use this side, the side I'm touching for your back. So then I'm going to attach the one that I cut out. I'm going to attach it like so. then join it carefully, join it in such a way that it will align. So after I have attached it, this is what I have. Then when I open it up, the side that has this joining will be at the side, not at the front. It will fall at the side, not at the front. So this part is the center front and this is the side. This is the side. So if you still want a zipper at the back, it is still possible. You can still put your zipper at the back. You just slit it a little, like 10 inches, then you fix your zipper. So it won't be a zipper that will run through to the full length of the skirt. So this is where the joining is. So I noticed the pattern of the Ankara that it is not well aligned where I joined it. That is where you are going to do some adjustment. So I'll take it off again. The part that I joined, I'm going to take it off. And when I take it off, I'll place the Ankara in such a way that the pattern will align. I can see the pattern of the Ankara is arranged diagonally. So I'll bring another Ankara so that I'll be able to cut that part out and make sure it aligns properly before I now fix it. So you can see what I'm trying to say. You can see the pattern of the Ankara, those blue design, those blue patterns, they are arranged diagonally, but the one that I joined to it is not done in that way. So I'm going to sit down now and see what I can do. So I'll take this off and bring the Ankara fabric, but the one I'm taking off is what I will use to cut the part that we align. So that is what I'm going to do right away. So I have brought another Ankara fabric. So I'm trying to align it so that it will follow the pattern that is already on the skirt. So I'm trying to arrange it. As you can you see it's aligning already? So immediately I got that pattern, I will place the one that I remove and I will use it to cut it. And this is not a big deal. You just cut it after you have aligned it properly. So I'm trying to trim it off to make sure it's aligned properly and join it faintly so that it will not show at all. So you can see the pattern now that it's aligning already. So all I'm doing is to just trim it to what I wanted. And I'm almost through with my skirt cutting. Actually, I'm almost through. By the time I align the pattern now, I'll just cut the small piece that I just removed from it and attach it. So you can see now that it's aligned properly. So we are almost at the end of this tutorial. I'll just cut it out, use the small pieces to cut it out and join it and make sure it is very, very neat. So I hope you have learned something in this tutorial and you have learned how you can make your Ankara fabric, your circle skirt with your Ankara fabric and get that invisible joining so that people will be looking at it and it will be as if there is no joining at all. And I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.